Hello, my name is Rachel and welcome to my vlog. We are going to be doing some planty stuff today. It's just going to be a daily vlog. I have to do my seed starting for the summer. I have no rhyme or reason to do that, so that's what we're doing that today. I have to clean my chicken coop today, so you'll see how that goes. And water my plants, do some other things. So yeah, you're coming along with me. So let's do this then. Okay, we're just in my kitchen. You're literally sitting on top of a crock pot while I explain what we're doing. So I have a list here of what I want to plant in my garden, my 2026 garden. And here is my seed box. This is actually a photo organizer, like a literal like pictures organizer. And I set my seeds in here, and then I just have bags of seeds I've harvested on the top. But yeah, we have this list, so that's what we're going to be going off of. We're not starting everything. I have just like a plastic indoor greenhouse I got on Amazon. It was kind of expensive. I got it on Black Friday and it was still like $150, but it's okay. I have my drink. It's okay, but I started some flowers maybe like 2 weeks ago. I'm getting married in July. Ding! So, and flowers for weddings are literally like $3,000, like for the bouquets and everything. So I decided and my wedding's in July, so I'm seed starting my flowers indoors in my greenhouse, plus my vegetables, and then I'm going to go and plant them outdoors in like May, June, and hope for the best. So I started some of those like maybe 2 weeks ago, and I finally see some sprouts coming up. I've been really inconsistent with my greenhouse. It has a timer on it. It literally doesn't work. I set it to like 9 hours. It'll just be on 24 hours. So I have to figure that out. You'd think it'd be easy, just like, oh, turn the knob to 9 and then watch it. No. So I also have some houseplants in it as well. I don't think they love it in there. I think I'll show you, but I think some of them do and some of them definitely don't, but I just like don't have space and they're still in sphagnum moss getting roots, so that's why I put them in there. But I think the light is too bright and too close, and yeah, they're not loving it. So I'll get set up and then I'll show you what the setup looks like for seed start. Here is my setup. I have the seed starting trays here, and I have just these. These don't have holes, but like these do. I don't know. But I have 3 of these trays. One of them's upstairs already in my plant greenhouse with one of these in it, and then all of my plants, like my house plants. And then I have this tray, which I might use, plus these, which I might do like I'm growing like a cantaloupe. I might just put like 1 cantaloupe seed in there. Or like I'm doing 1 cauliflower. I might put like 1 cauliflower in these bigger ones. I don't really want to use those, but I might. I have a lot on my list. Some of these are going to be direct sow. Some of them are not. So I guess that just all depends. And then I have my soil here. And then I have this. It's full of water. And then I have these cups. These like lids that if I think they need a little bit more humidity to sprout, I'll just kind of set them over top like that. And then these are square. I've been using them, like the bottoms of them for other plants, but yeah, so yeah, I guess we'll just get started. I think I'm gonna put all the soil in the cups, wet them, then put the seeds in. So yeah, let's go. Okay, So I put all of the dirt in there and then watered it, gave it some water so it was moist. And some of them definitely have more water than others, which it's cardboard, and because of this tray it'll drain out and it'll be fine. But now we have to do our list. Here is my garden plans for 2026. So the flowers I'm growing for my wedding, this I'm hoping will cover all of my garden stuff. Some of these things like my carrots, chives, radishes, those are all gonna be direct sow. So I obviously am not gonna seed start these because those grow out really fast. Let's get this out and maybe we can do a little seed tour. Come on. Okay. So we have mini peppers. These I literally bought mini peppers from the store and then got these seeds out of them. Dried them, got the seeds. So that's what these are. Yellow and red. They're mixed. I grew marigolds on the ends. I'll show you my garden beds when I go and take care of my chickens. But I grew marigolds on, they're like big long rectangles. I grew them on each end of the garden and I loved them and they grew huge. And so I harvested, I had two types of marigolds. One were like daisy marigolds and it was an old Bambi, like Disney used to send out like these like mail things to my mom. You had to like sign up for it. And one of them, they sent marigold leaves. So these are called the Bambi marigolds because they were in a really old, I can't even believe that these seeds like sprouted because they were so old, but these are them. These are the Bambi ones. And then these are a mix between the regular and the Bambi ones. And this is a lot. This took literally hours to get these out. It's really easy to harvest them, but you have to get all the dead flowers off of the ends and whatever. So these will be planted, but again, that's direct. So, okay. So let's do tomatoes. See, so this case is just a bunch of these cases like this. And you're supposed to stick photos in here, but I stick my seeds in here. And they come with labels. So some of them I have labeled, like my tomatoes. So let's go through those. So I'm going to have a whole bed just for tomatoes. So I'm going to do 8 to 10 regular tomato plants and then 2 cherry tomato plants. So these are cherry tomatoes from last year that I harvested. Just trust that they're in there. These are really good, but they were like a sweet hybrid and they grew literally ginormous. I was terrible about actually going in and trimming them and making them look good. So we'll have to be better about that. But so I want 2 cherry tomato plants. I'm thinking I'm going to try to seed start 2 of everything. So if I have 2 cherry tomato plants, I'll seed start 4 seeds just in case something doesn't happen. Normally all my seeds take. But then I'm going to have 8 to 10 regular plants. So for tomato plants, like the regular size. So for the cherry tomatoes, I want to do some of these regular ones. And then I'm thinking of either doing these black cherry tomatoes or these red currant tomatoes. These red currant tomatoes, they're on the vine. That's the same as the sweet hybrid that I had this past year, the ones that I harvested. So I'm thinking these black currant ones might be a fun thing, but they say black cherry, but they look kind of big, but maybe that's just because the picture is enlarged. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to do the black and then the regular ones I did last year, but we'll see. So next, we have 4 tines. So I have the Big Daddy hybrid. Like, what are these names? But Big Daddy hybrid. Just a regular tomato. I have Roma tomatoes. We are really going to try to do some salsa and tomato juice this next summer, like really hit it hard. So these 2 are for sure going to be good for those. And then we have black crim tomatoes. They're more of like a purplish type of tomato. I love like vegetables that aren't regular color like you think. And then I found these Now, I think I'm only going to do like one plant of these, but I found these pink hybrid tomatoes. Again, I don't know how they taste. It's kind of just more an experiment. But I mean, like, come on. Like, aren't those just crazy looking? So, yeah. So those are what I'm going to do for tomatoes and cherry tomatoes. Cucumbers. I'm trying to go in order. Okay, cucumbers. So last year, this is really crazy. Last year, I started cucumbers. I planted them in the garden. They all died. We had a really late frost, and almost all of my stuff died except my tomatoes that I planted, and my broccoli and cauliflower took, but they're more frost resistant, but my cucumbers died. And I grew these last year. These are Salad Bush tomatoes or cucumbers. And so my mom and I just went out and bought some already started plants for the garden, and all of a sudden, like, and I mean, like, they were dead. All of a sudden, like, right by my broccoli, which I didn't plant a cucumber there, like, 2 cucumber plants just started growing. And so I'm wondering, like, if those plants really weren't dead and they got moved down there somehow. I'm not sure, but I'm trying these again, because last year we had 2 mystery types of cucumbers, and I did like the ones we bought from the store. These are, like, a little bit more bumpy. The ones from the store were more smooth and kind of fatter, but the long and skinny ones are good for, like, cucumber salads and stuff. And my chickens love cucumbers. They absolutely love them. So we're going to do 4 cucumber plants, maybe 3 now, because I am going to be planting cantaloupe. I have never, last year we did all vegetables in the garden. This is just regular, it's Crenshaw melon, cantaloupe, muskmelon, whatever you want to call it. My chickens love cantaloupe. My dogs love cantaloupe. So I'm like, okay, we're going to try 1 plant. I have a trellis outside in my garden that they can, like, go over. So I'm going to try to grow these on my trellis, my hog wire trellis, and then with the cucumbers. So I might just do 3 cucumbers. That'll be a lot. 3 cucumber plants and then 1 cantaloupe. Next, we're going to do chives. I have 1 to 2 rows of chives / green onions. I have 1 chives that say garlic, but I always thought the top of green onions were also called chives. I don't know, but we're going to do 1 to 2 rows of these. So my first one are these garlic chives. I got most of these seeds on sale last year, like after the season was over. So I got a pretty good deal on them. Then I have Tokyo Long White bunching onions. I think bunching onions you can grow, like, right next to each other. You don't have to do, like, you still have to do rows, but you could also just put them in a pot and plant them, and then they can grow like that, I think. Possibly, but I'm going to direct sow these. And then I also have Flavor King. These bunching onions looked a bit more chunky. These look a bit more long and skinny. So yeah, I'm going to try those. Love those. Love to put them on pizzas. Next, we have peas. We tried peas last year. We did Super Snappy and Snowbird, and I hate peas where you have to pod them. And that's what, like, these were. And both of our pea plants, we had a huge storm. This storm last year broke off, like, half, which is probably for the best because all of my plants were, like, super. I just don't trim them, which I need to because they got blight really bad. But anyway, literally knocked over one of our pear trees outside, like, broke it off, like, from the base. Like, it was done. It was so strong. So our peas kind of died. But this year I got these Cascadia peas. I wish you could see them, but they're kind of more like sugar snap pea style. Excuse me. And I like these where you just eat the pod, like, and whatever. So we're gonna try 1 of these because our peas last year were literally such a fail, and it's kind of embarrassing, but Next, we're going to do Brussels sprouts. Brussels sprouts. I love Brussels sprouts. So we're going to do possibly 2 Brussels sprout plants. My one bed is going to be all tomatoes. The other one is going to be everything else. So it's going to be kind of tight. So I'm going to seed start 2, but I'm possibly only going to put 1 in the garden. I also have artichoke, which if anyone knows how to grow this, I would love to know. I'm not planting this year, but I would love to know like how to grow that. Then we're doing peppers. We're going to do 2 small mini pepper plants, which are of these bags that, it's almost dead. Anyway, I don't even know how, like it's almost dead. The battery sucks on this thing, and I just got it. But anyway, we're going to do 2 of those. Then we're going to do 2 large pepper plants. I have these carnival blend peppers, really fun. My peppers did not yield very well last year, and I think it's, again, like, I just planted everything. Everything I seed started pretty much died, and then I had to buy, like, already grown ones, and it was just a whole, yeah. My camera's almost dead, so I'm gonna charge it, and then we're gonna come back to this, so BRB. So we've kind of switched it up so I can, continue filming. My dad's gonna be home at around noon for lunch, and we like to eat lunch together, so I want to make sure I get this filming part done. So we're talking about large peppers. Like I showed you, the carnival peppers, they can be like purple, white, orange, and yellow. Yeah, purple, white, orange, yellow, oh, and red. I've literally never had a purple pepper. I've never had a yellow or a white pepper, so I'm very interested in hopefully getting one of those, although I won't know what color I get till later, but we're hoping. Next, okay, so I love cauliflower, and last year I was never able to eat my cauliflower because I would harvest it too late, and that's because I was like, oh, maybe I'll give it one more day. I know better now. You need to get it while the getting's good. So my mom, okay, so obviously I still live at home, and so I have to plant stuff that my mom and I both like, well, my family and I both like, and I love broccoli and cauliflower. My mother does not. So this past year, I got purple cauliflower and then purple broccoli, and my mom has allowed me to plant 1 purple cauliflower. They do take up just so much room. They really do. For like 1 head, especially at least the broccoli, you get the shoot offs. I don't know if it says purple sprouting, so I think you can get shoot offs from this. The cauliflower, you really only get 1 head and then that's it. But I am going to do one of these. It's really pretty. I mean, of course, obviously this is very like, vivid, but I mean, just look at that. Like, it looks so pretty. So I am doing 1 purple cauliflower. I'm doing 2 rows of carrots. I have just regular carrots. And then I got the kaleidoscope blend. Like, how fun is that? So I don't really know, like, how you collect carrot seeds if you have to let the tops go to seed. I don't know. But I really would like to, because these were $4. $4.19, and they're the Burpee Organic, so they're good, and I did not get these on sale. I got these like full price, but I would really love to learn how to harvest more seeds, like these carrots and stuff, so that I don't have to keep buying these, because, you know what I mean? But, yes, so I'm going to do 1 row of these regular carrots, 1 row of the kaleidoscope, and I don't really like carrots, but that's okay. Next is we're going to do radishes. Again, direct sow. I have 4 types of radishes, and I planted some last year, but we're just like, what did we even like? We don't even know. So we're going to start the year with 4 rows of radishes. And then depending on which ones we like, we might do like 2 or 3, and like, because radishes, I mean, like, you can harvest these after like 20 days. Yeah, this is 22, but it's like 20, 25 days. So we have Crimson Giant. I planted these last year, and for some reason, they never got round or like super like ripe. Like they were so small and skinny, and I planted them in rows. I planted them far apart. I planted them deep, but I think I need to plant them deeper. But we're gonna try these Crimson Giant ones again. I don't like radishes, so yes. Then I have these Cherry Belle. I think they might be a little smaller than the Crimson Giant. But because it's cherry, like Cherry Belle makes it seem like they're not gonna be that big, but these look really good, just like a classic, you know. Then we have French breakfast radishes, which we did do these last year. They're really spicy. These are a little bit more on the purple side. They look pink, but they're purple. Very, very purple. Like a lavender, like Prince purple, kind of purple, but very cute. And then, again, with like the fun colors, I found these pink lady slipper, which I'm sure the photo's edited because they're like hot pink, but pink lady slipper radishes. And again, like, why not? We'll just try them, you know, and if we like them, we like them. So that's that. And then finally, we are going to be doing 2 rows of beans. So last year we did pole beans, Blue Lake pole beans. And I did them on the trellis. And they just were never like, they were so big to the point where they were literally like one side was straight and the other side was like won't, 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 because of the seeds were so big. So this year we are trying tender green. I must have bought these last year and then bought some more, but these are bush beans. Hopefully they'll be a little smaller, a little skinnier. I absolutely love green beans. So we're going to do 2 bush beans. I would like to do more bush beans than just this, but we'll see what we have room for. So yeah, anyway, I'm not sure if I'm going to be seed starting these. They grow very fast. So I think I'm just going to direct sow the beans as well because I'm kind of seed starting a little early. So yes, and then I have all of these flowers for my wedding. Yes. Okay, so, oh, this is actually, that was herbs. So I kind of have them organized by flowers, like when to seed start them. So when I bought flowers, I was just like, these are so pretty, so cute. I have lupin, 2 things of foxglove, and then columbine. These all they're like biannuals. They take 365 days. So, but like how cute are these? And then the lupin. So the foxglove, I'm especially excited for. I will not be planting these this year. When I move in to my fiance's house in July after we get married, I might plant the foxglove in like July and then maybe hope it grows like next July, like blooms next July. But those I will not be seed starting. These I already seed started because they take a little longer to grow. This is delphinium. I seed started those. I also have perennial mix. I did not seed start this. This might be just like I start that outside, like on my own accord, you know. I have more marigold seeds, which I should just put these in one of those. I seed started snapdragons. All of these take like 100 days to bloom. So these might not be ready in the time for the wedding. But then I have these. I have no idea how to say this, but very cute. And then, oh my gosh, I really hope these bloom. My wedding colors are like very much like this berry pink, like this light pink plus berry pink, and then green. So this candy tuft would just be wonderful. I really, really hope those bloom. Some of the stuff upstairs in my greenhouse is sprouting. I just don't know what, so I really should go check. The fairy tuft only takes 80 days to bloom, so I'm pretty confident that I will be able to get those to bloom. Next, all of this stuff takes like 70 to 50 days to bloom, and I have quite a few of these. I really want the wedding to just be like very whimsy, very much like fairy cottagecore. I have lace, whatever. So I have lupin I'm gonna grow. I'm gonna try to use all of the pink stuff, so all of the purple and blue I probably won't use, but the pink, love that. Then we have Cosmos. This is like a lovely, lovely color. Like this is one of my wedding colors. So Cosmos. We have lots of zinnias. So we have this mix. We have this early bird mix. State fair mix. I'm pretty sure these are all going to be the same, but I just wanted to check. And then we have multiple of these cut and come again mixed colors, zinnias, and then I have straw flower. These are kind of like mini zinnias, but they're not zinnias. But like, I just think those are darling. I have this. This one takes 60 days. Oh, I thought this was longer. I like this color. It might be a little too purple, but I would love to do like some bouquets and have this like trail on the side. So I think amaranthus at the top there. I don't know, but I think that'll be, it looks really purple on camera. It's more magenta-y. Then I have soapwort. Apparently this blooms every year, so I might be kicking myself in the butt with this, but like a filler, a really tiny filler flower for the bouquets and stuff. Oh yeah, here's another zinnia. It's like more like a daisy looking zinnia. Cute. And then I have carpet of snow, just another filler. And then I also have sweet pea. I don't know if I'm gonna like this, but I thought maybe just, you know. And then I have another wildflower mix, I guess. Might grow that too. But yeah, so we're gonna hopefully get all of the seeds in the soil, my plants, like my vegetables, and then we're gonna move on to the flowers. So yeah, I think the soil is all set after the it's been watered. So all we have to do is put the seeds in there and it together, and then we can put it in the greenhouse. So let's do this thing. But I like this one, and I'm just gonna put little, ooh, like, see that? Ooh, it's literally all liquid. Okay, be fine. Once we put it in the greenhouse, the water will soon evaporate, and then the humidity will rise, and it'll be okay. That's the one thing about some of these not having holes, is like, ugh. I should have just popped holes in them before I filled them with dirt. I'm doing this. Wow, some of these are really dry and some of these are really wet. So, okay. Okay, so let's do the veggies first. I've also pre-made off camera just some little cups. I think I'm gonna do my cucumbers because the seeds are so big. I think I'm gonna do the cucumbers individually in there, and then the cucumbers, the cantaloupe, and I think I might do one of those with the broccoli since I literally only went one. I don't want to seed start multiple, especially because the seeds are expensive. So yeah, but we're gonna get going on this. I have a marker here and some labelers. I think I'm gonna run out of these. I think I'm gonna run out, but that's okay. I might not even label my flowers because no, I need to label my flowers. It'll be fine. We'll figure it out. Okay. Well, I guess we're gonna start with tomatoes. Just messing around with my camera settings and I finally found one I liked. So the first part of this video, I hope it looks okay because I like this one way better. Also, I have a pimple on my lip, just like ignore that. But I finished seed starting my vegetables. I think I'm gonna do all my flowers off screen just because I did a time lapse and I'm pretty sure the time lapse was like actually like 30 seconds and I was doing it for like 30 minutes. So, and my dad's gonna be home soon. So the rest of these, I'm hoping to do flowers. These have Brussels sprouts. So I just did these because I really want to use these for my flowers. And then if I have any extras, then I'll go back and do these. But here, I have to water these yet. But here are my cucumbers times 3. I only did 1 in each of these and 1 in cantaloupe in here. And then I did 2 cauliflower seeds. I did that because the seeds are so much bigger. It's going to take longer for them to sprout because they need more moisture. And yeah, I put them in the little cups too so that they could be in there longer than the other things can. I do have more of these little cups and I have slightly bigger ones, kind of like this size, that I'm hoping I can let these get a little root bound and then pop the plugs into some of those bigger ones and just keep sizing up the pots until they're ready to be planted. But yeah, I will be back to update you on all the flowers that I ended up planting, seed starting, and then we can go look at my greenhouse. But yeah, I'm also loving this new camera setting, so yeah, we're loving it. And then after this, after I eat lunch, then we're gonna go over to my chicken coop. So yes, I will see you guys in a little bit. Okay, what's up? I'm back. I finished seed starting my flowers and veggies and I put them in my greenhouse, which I'll show you in a minute. I had lunch and then I also watered some of my plants and I need to water some of my plants still. But I just wanted to update you guys. I'm about to go clean up my chicken coop, which you will see. And yeah, but I just thought I'd show you this first. So let's get into it. Okay, here is my greenhouse. This is in the guest bedroom or the plant room, which is my brother's old room, but they both moved out. So I have this thing in here. I literally just got this turned on with batteries. So bear with me, but we have some of my Hoya in here. I don't think they like it in here. You can see like they're starting to turn like brown, getting brown bits. And I know sometimes Hoya like has like color like sun stressing, but I don't think that's it. But here are the I did put the cauliflower, 3 cucumbers, and a cantaloupe in there. Here are some flowers I seed started before. I'm not going to open this because I just had it in and out, and it's kind of whatever. But you can kind of see I have some seeds there, and then I have one way back here. You probably can't see it, but I do have something in there. I have my ping plants in here. They were not looking good, and I've seriously only had them in here for a few days, and they're already like starting to get some of their color back, which is amazing. Here, okay, here's a hydrangea cutting I grew, and all the leaves fell off, and then they had buds, which I was like, okay, but then the buds turned brown. So I'm going to leave that in there for now, but a couple more Hoya. And then here on the bottom is all of the seeds I started. I did have some extra of these white labelers, so I did label some of my vegetables with them, and then I left a few of the tomatoes I don't have labeled. But all of these, and I don't know why I like have these backwards in these, but whatever. These are all flowers except like these kind of 3, 4, these 4 rows. Yeah, so I have put 2 or 3 seeds in each of them, kind of hoping they all take so that I don't have to have even more space for those, for more seed starting like cells. Yeah, I really need to find out what to do about these Hoyas. They grow so slow, and I love them, but they literally grow. Oh, my dog's barking. They literally grow so incredibly slow. So yeah, and maybe I'll do a plant update. I have my other Hoyas here. I'll show you. And as you can see, this is a Monstera I just got, so. But as you can see, like, this is from, not these ridges. Well, maybe the ridges, but it obviously did not like, this was doing this when I got it, which is kind of disappointing, but, like, it's getting these spots on it. Do you see that? Yeah. anyway, they're getting spots on there because they don't like the light. So yeah, anyway, I was also just like picking the pimples off my face. So anyway, I'm going to go do the chicken coop and I'll be back. Oh, also, here's the fit. Here's the fit. Life is Good shirts, overalls, gray shirt, and then my Animal Crossing Crocs. I'm always in Crocs. So yeah, I will see you in a couple minutes. Here is the chicken fit. Old sweatshirt. I got a cap with the thing on it. Got my Croc boots on. And we are ready to go slay the coop. This is my camera magnet. I think I'm going to try to use that. So anyway, yeah, let's go look at the outside garden. And then, oh, I need to take off my ring. And then, yeah, we're going to do some chicken chores. So that's fun. Okay, so here's the garden. Here's what we're working with. This is the trellis I was talking about. We're gonna put the cantaloupe and the cucumbers on this. As you can see here was my Brussels sprouts. Yeah, they were really looking, see? There's even still some green in there. They were doing good, and then it snowed earlier than we thought, and so then they didn't make it. But I can't even believe it snowed, and there's still some green in there. But yeah, these things are dead. Yeah, I can't even rip them out, so that's gonna have to be a later process. But yeah, that's the garden. So on our way to the chicken coop. Hi, girls. How we doing? Time to get your coop cleaned, huh? Seeds here for them. Ooh, look at that. I'm recording and doing everything. I'm gonna put this down one more. This chicken coop is like 1,000,000 years old. It's literally like 100-year-olds old, so it's not anything professional. Hi, girls. Hi, Rudy. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay, they're all here. So they will all go crazy for that, while I can close their door and clean their coop. Nope. Rudy's letting the girls know there's treats. So here's the coop, and it is dirty. It's really, really hard to clean this in the winter. No, it looks like we have some eggs in there, but yeah, we'll get to clean this and I'll show you guys the after. Oh, ow. Oh gosh, ouch. So here it is. Here is the coop. Coop, 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 coop. Coop, here's their thing. Yeah, it's poopy. And here are the girls. There they are. They're looking at there. So yeah, I'm just gonna sweep it out and dump the bedding in. And that's where you were just now, because this little camera is magnetic, which is really cool. But yeah, so I'm almost done. So I cleaned the coop. Now I have to, I clean out all the bedding. So now I have to grab the eggs, which you're on the chicken nester right now. So I have to sweep out the outside area here and then lay down the new bedding and change out their water and stuff. And then, yeah, we are good. 6. Wow, look at this big one. Wowza. 6 eggs. That's pretty good. The girls usually lay, there's only 8 hens. So the girls usually lay anywhere from, you know, 6 to 9, I guess. We don't normally get 9 eggs, but usually sometimes the chickens don't lay every single day. They lay every like 28 hours or something like that, but well, I guess that's not really true. We do get chickens that lay every day, but there's some days that they don't, so like this is not a lot. You that's poop on it. Great. I like cleaning and then I can look at everything is like stained with poop. So let's see if I can put a bag of everything in here. I put red cedar chips in here because they smell good. They absorb more stuff. The chickens kind of like it. I tried straw / hay for a while and that was just I had to change it really quick. This one I don't have to change as much. I'll probably do like half of this bag. Their kitchen coming here, they're so curious. Little more. Usually one bag does it, but these are like really small pieces. So, oh, this stuff smells so good. Got some food for them. I'm just gonna top off their feeding troughs. And then I empty out their water troughs, so I need to get them water. Rudy wants in. I hope you can hear him. I hope you can hear him growling. It's pretty funny. Okay. Now let's watch him come in. Here they come. She's poking her head in. Yeah, hi girl. Hi girl. Oh, it's nice and fresh, isn't it? Oh my goodness. Wow. Yeah, they're tasting it. Oh, there's no poop in there. But they're going to find all the extra little poops and eat it. Oh, probably. Yeah. Yep, new food. Some more water. We need water in here. Let's go see. Oh, Rudy. One by one, they're gonna go in now. Crow for me, Rudy. Oh, he just pooped. No shame. No shame. Oh, yeah, girls. Oh, my, yeah. Their feathers on their backs are plucked out because the rooster mounts them, and I don't really know what to do about that except get rid of him. When we first got the chicks, we got 10 chicks, thinking they're all going to be hens. Well, one of them was Rudy, a boy. So, and I've had this dilemma. I've only had them I haven't even had my chickens for a year yet. So, but I'm just in a dilemma, like, do I or do I not get rid of the rooster? We grab their eggs every day, so it's not like we're scared that there's going to be, you know, chicken fetuses in the eggs. We get the eggs every day. But he mounts the chickens, and he has his favorites because some of them aren't mounted, or they won't let him mount. I'm not quite sure, but it's worse in the winter when they're stuck in this, you know, in this tiny coop. I mean, I looked up like how many chicken per square foot, and this is more than enough, it says, but still I feel bad. We're trying to think of ways to expand and stuff, but as of now, we are going to keep Rudy. I'm attached to him. And Rudy is a very beautiful rooster. Here he comes. Oh. Hi, girls. I don't have my chickens named because I honestly can't tell who's who, but this little one right there, that's our smallest one, and her name is Misty. Oh, no, wait. There's this one, Misty. This one's Misty. This one is Gloria. They're the same type of chicken. That one, this little fat one. Yeah. Oh, they're going crazy in here now. I'm going to let the girls get all situated, and I'm going to head back to the house. I have to change now and shower, and I have to redo my nails. I've literally only had them on for like 3 days, but I'm going to redo them, so here are my eggs. All right, I'll catch you later. Hey guys, it's been a few hours later, and I thought I would end the vlog here. I just have a couple things I wanna update you guys on, and also ask a question. I have this, oops, sorry. Here, I just need to put this down. Okay, are currently propped on my window. I just wanted to update you guys on some reading, and don't mind my succulents here. And also, I have this philodendron minima. I've been calling it a Swiss monstera, but I don't think that's what it is. But it's like a mini monstera. Here it is. I repotted it into here, and right now it is bone dry because I wasn't sure if it was wilting because it wasn't getting enough, because I overwatered it after I put this moss pole on, and I think it was because all the leaves were so like squishy and turning yellow. Well, now, and this is an old leaf anyway, but now all of the leaves are turning like crispy at the edges. They're all getting like crispy at the edges. And I just don't know whether to water it now, like not use the moss pole, even though I like it, but just water it like from here. Here's just an old leaf. I always just stick those on the top. I don't know what to do. So if anyone has ideas, please let me know. I think I am going to give it a little bit of water because it's like bone dry. I hope you can't hear my dogs barking. And then just hope for the best. I did take some cuttings of this. I think I took 3 cuttings of it because I wanted to make it bushier, but if this doesn't make it for whatever reason, I can start it over. This isn't rooted in the moss pole. I wanted to root it in the moss pole and then take that cutting and then remake the moss pole, kind of. So I wanted to restart this plant over anyway, but it just needed support. Like all of the leaves near the top were sizing down, and because it literally wasn't supported. It was just like hanging, like sitting against a wall like this. Like here was the pot. I think it was wilted because of the repot, and maybe it got overwatered. And then now I think because the tips, but are the tips turning brown and crisping because it turned yellow and now it's crisping? Like, guys, I don't know. Help. Help, help, help. I think just because all of these tips are brown and crisping, I think at some point I will I just have to start this over, but I want to save it for now. I want to save it till the summer. Maybe I can start it over in the summer. I thought I'd update you on some reading I've been doing. I'd love to do like reading vlogs and stuff. I have a TBR, a monthly TBR. I can share that if you want. I kind of just want to do whatever I want on this channel. Really, like, not get so caught up in, oh, I'm a plant channel or I'm a this channel. I just want to do whatever I want. So right now I'm reading The Winners by Frederick Bachman. I love this series, and I made a goal for myself, like, oh, I need to read 108 pages every day to read all the books I wanted. And also I have an audiobook, which I listen to throughout the day. The audiobook was kind of just like, whatever, if I get it finished, I get it finished. But I went to a concert last weekend, so that Friday and Saturday, I listened to my audiobook, but I didn't do any reading. And like, I have the audiobook as like an extra, not like I really want to read this month, so I'm kind of behind. So, and this is the pretty thick book, but I'm also going to read The Favorites, and I want to read that during the Winter Olympics. I don't think it has anything to do with the Olympics. Maybe it does. But I'm like, oh, I haven't read it. I should read it during the Winter Olympics. Like, I need to stop touching my plants. Like, it's just like the perfect time to read it. Oh, also, I just got this Monstera. Let me show you. My mom and I just went to Target and got this Monstera. And it has all of like, I don't know if you can see it, but there's like, there we go. Like, what the freak is this? I swear it wasn't like that in the store. And then this new leaf that's unfurling, it's got this spot on there now. So that's too bad. To be fair, we got this and it was literally like super windy and like negative outside when we got it. But we didn't leave it in the car. But like, what is this? Like, I'm so scared by this. Like, that is so scary. None of the other leaves really have it, I guess, except this one and maybe another one. But there's multiple plants in here, so I'm hoping when I move out, I can take, So I'm hoping in the summer when I move out, I can separate some of those other plants in there and take one with me and then leave one here with my mom. So, but that is it for today. Thanks for following along with me and all of the stuff we had to do today. Like and subscribe. I'm just starting my channel. And yeah, follow for more plant, book, life, vlog, nails. I am really into nails, so maybe I'll do a nail video like tomorrow or something. And yeah, just let me know. Let me know. Okay, bye. Thanks for watching. Bye.